Lot Airlines, Poland's state-owned carrier, has had a tough few years. It's applied for state aid and been losing money. But last month it surprised analysts with its first operating profit for 7 years. I caught up with its CEO, Sebastian Mikosz, and started by asking him whether we should expect the profits to continue in the future.
Well, we are determined that the profits continue over the next many years. It is an effect of a big determination of implementing everything we promised. It's a teamwork, and it just happened because we kind of had no choice, and we had to prove and build the trust that we're going to be profitable, and it's done. But it's still very challenging in terms of what's ahead of us.
Could you talk a bit about the learnings you've had in the sale process for Lot and how that's proceeded?
Learning is first of all, Lot is seeking for an investor to increase the equity. So as board is our job. Second, it's very challenging. Airline is still perceived as a very risky industry. So pitching a lot of people is very interesting in getting very wide range of answers. It's a long process, and even though I do believe that in Poland and in Europe there is a lot of money available, they are much more risk averse than they used to be, and unfortunately airline is still perceived as a risky business.
What about the state of the European airline market at the moment? Do you think that there are too many carriers and not enough consolidation?
I think that airlines will survive because the situation generally is improving, but they will struggle, and everybody will look for a stable long-term solution. Airline can not just fight for their survival if the concept of so-called connectivity in Europe wants to stay and be kept. So consolidation for me is absolutely a fact. First of all, that is already happening, but that will continue to happen, maybe with a different path than telecom or car industry, but slowly when the emotions around the brands will be addressed. I forecast that in 10 years Europe market will look very much like US market. There will be 4 or 5 big players and maybe some few smaller ones, but this is not because the industry wants it. That's a very important element also. This is because the passenger wants it, because they like the numerous brands, but what they like most is having a competitive offer, unbundled offer, and this is what will push automatically the industry to respond, because or you adapt or you die.
Right. And what about the way the market is regulated in Europe?
Oh, it's heavily over-regulated, and it's an industry with where regulation is one of the regulation, taxation is one of the biggest issues. So I am part of different meetings where we really discuss it, and the problem is that you have very competitive airlines with very monopolized suppliers, overprotected passengers, and provided that the traveling becomes a commodity. If you start protecting a commodity, then you make it price even higher and less competitive. So I believe that there is also a kind of balanced momentum, and I think that within the next 3-5 years, the discussion on the single European sky, on different technical maintenance regulations, because we don't know it, or it's not perceptible by the passenger boarding the aircraft, about data protection, delays, etc., will simply evolve, and I assume more flexibility, provided that if you don't do it, then connectivity will go down. So that will be a political choice, but everybody's feeling that things are starting to change.
Are you ready to play long or short?
Long, always.
Continued low oil price?
Long.
Poland joining the euro?
Long.
UK leaving the EU?
Short.
M&A in the European aviation sector?
Short.
And a sale of Lot in the next 12 months?
Short.
Thank you.
Thank you.